All right, guys, so I've had a few people reach out to me, kind of wanting to know how to build these things. So I wanted to kind of go through a parts list real quick. I'll be glad to tag all the links to everything I ordered. All of my parts came from Amazon. Now, I'm sure you guys could get them from eBay, wherever other place you want to use. So I want to go through a quick breakdown real quick. The biggest thing and the major component that I have different than everybody else that's built one of these is obviously the Ryobi battery adapter. So that is a step down converter. So it goes from 18 volts down to 12 volts. This is all one unit. So I did drill a hole because I don't have enough space in here to make all this work inside of the toolbox. And this is kind of a way to keep everything nice and neat. So this little adapter is actually wired to this. I did have to cut some wires here. Sorry, to try to get you guys a better view. So I did have to cut the positive and negative, splice them back together, solder it, and then heat shrink wrap it. So this thing here takes your red wire and your black wire are your direct 18 volts to this, and then the yellow wire is your positive 12 volt, and then your black wire here up top is your 12 volt negative. So this little amp here is what I used. It is a slightly better quality. I know you can get the cheap ones. They're like 18 bucks. I spent the extra 10 bucks and got the one that has a Bluetooth. It is 160 watts instead of 100 watts. So that's actually a perfect match for these Scar speakers up here. So this one does have treble controls here, bass control, and then of course this one does click on for your power, and then it is also your volume. So the neat thing about this particular one, and I know it looks kind of bad on my first build here, I should have measured quite a bit better. But this particular one here is a little different than most of the amps up there. So if you notice, this is kind of a little rocker switch, goes back and forth, and then also pushes in. So back would rewind the song, forward would skip the next song, and then pushing it in kind of pauses it for you. So that's another neat thing, is if you want to leave your phone on the charger and just bring the little toolbox with you, you could definitely control all your music from here directly. So again, the amp, and I have everything kind of already closed up on this one. This amp does come with a little plug-in on the back for the 12 volt source. Again, you just kind of connect that to your yellow and your black wire off of that step down inverter. And then the speakers, obviously positive, negative, left and right. You will have 2 channel outputs on the back of the amplifier. I will try to add kind of a picture or a photo of all the products I used, and try to kind of explain that a little bit better, see if I can overlay it somehow on the video. Again, guys, forgive me. This is my first time kind of shooting this kind of video. I really just want to share how cool I thought these things were. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. I will try to answer all questions that I get. Thanks. Bye.